Everybody, Kelly Falato here, and I'm a burn survivor, and I got burnt when I was only 2 years old. And I wanted to share this story with you because this morning I was talking to a fellow burn survivor, and she was telling me about, some of the things that only burn survivors go through, like people who say to us, "I don't even see your scars anymore." And so I wanted to share some things about that because people do say that. They do say, I see you and I notice your scars, but then after 5 minutes of talking to you, I don't see them anymore. And she was telling me how annoyed she gets about that. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But I thought, you know what, this would be a great time to talk about how to love your scars. So I'll never forget this story. And a friend of mine came to me and she had heart surgery. And she was really upset about this scar that she had on her chest. A big, big, massive scar from where the doctors opened up her chest to be able to do the heart surgery. And she was going on and on and on and telling me all about how, now when she goes shopping for clothes, she makes sure that everything hides her scar, and she doesn't like when people stare at it, and she feels like she's being judged and everything, and she's going on and on and on about how much she hates that scar. And I just listened. I just listened to the whole thing and just let her share her feelings. And then she stopped and she said, "Oh my God, I'm talking to the wrong person. Your body is covered in scars." And it is. 75% of my body is covered in scars. And I just looked at her and I said, "Would you like me to take that scar from you?" I'd happily take that one scar. That one scar. I said, "You know what? You should be so happy that the doctor was able to open up your body, fix your heart, and make it so that you could live. And if all you have is that one scar to live with, that's so amazing that that doctor was able to do that surgery so that you could live for the rest of your life." And she's like, "Oh my God, you're right. You're so right. I am alive because that doctor knew how to fix my heart, and I have one scar. That's it. And I'm going to learn to love that scar because that scar, I'm alive because of that scar." And it's interesting because I look at my body and I think, oh my God, look at all the scars I have, right? Like, my mom was telling me about on my arm, there's a scar right here. That is where, when I was two, when I got burnt, the doctor took a piece of skin from my arm, my leg, and put it on my arm. There's a scar right here. This scar is because my arm or my thumb couldn't go all the way to here, so the doctor put a skin graft here so I could move my thumb better. There's a scar right here. Yep. Around here. That piece of skin right here is from my stomach because my mouth couldn't open and close properly. My mouth only stayed open and I couldn't even smile. So I think I was about 5 years old when my doctor took the one piece of skin that had never been used before, took it off my stomach and put it here, right? The scar right here. You can probably see a scar right there. Oh, right there. See that scar there? That's where my tracheotomy was. So when I couldn't breathe, they had to put a tracheotomy in me. So that's what that scar is from. And this scar right here on my neck. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this one. This one right here. You see the scars that are right here. These are scars that were all across my whole neck, and it would pull my neck, my chin down to my neck. And because of the special surgery that my doctor did, it was a tissue expander. A tissue expander is really incredible. What it is based on women being able to get pregnant. The skin can stretch. There's got to be a way to do it. So what they did, and this was back in the 80s, and I think I was like the third person in Canada to have this special surgery. And basically what the tissue expander is basically an empty breast implant. So it's an empty breast implant, and what they did is they sliced open here and they put the breast implant in and then they stitched it up. And then they would expand my skin and they would stretch it. And so that's why the scars are like there's natural skin on here and there's more scars here. But now I'm able to move my neck better because of that. So, because of all of these incredible things that doctors know, yes, I've got a lot of scars from the burns, but I've also got a lot of scars from where the doctor is helping me. So, I want to share with you that, yeah, sometimes you might think a scar is ugly. For example, someone was telling me that they thought their C-section scar was so horrible and so ugly. And I have a C-section scar too from when they delivered the babies. And I tell you what, I'm so glad that that doctor knew how to cut me open and get my twins out. Because back in the early times, they couldn't do that. And the baby would die and the mom would die. So I wear that scar with honor. I'm so happy that we have doctors that know how to help us so that we can have an amazing life and we can live. So let's get back to that other story. So a lot of times people will say to me, I don't see your scars. And I say, back in the day, I would say, how come you don't see the scars? The scars are still there. They are physical. They haven't disappeared. So I don't understand it when people say to me, look, Cal, when I first met you, yes, I noticed your scars. But now that I've talked to you after 5 minutes, I don't notice them anymore. And I say, why? They're still physically there. So this is what I told my burn survivor. She's my new burn survivor friend. And I said to her, the reason they aren't seeing your physical scars anymore is because they're seeing your big, beautiful eyes. They're seeing your cute little nose. They're seeing your gorgeous smile. They're seeing your spirit. They're seeing your personality. They're seeing your heart. They're seeing your soul. That's why they're not seeing your scars. And I say the same thing to you, is that quit worrying about what everybody's thinking about you because they're not seeing the imperfections. They're seeing how beautiful you are. They're seeing your beautiful heart. They're seeing your beautiful soul. So, learn to love your scars. Don't hate them. Love them. They are your battle wounds through life. And I know I've got a ton of battle wounds. I've got my physical scars. I've got my emotional scars. I'm still struggling with those emotional scars. But there's ways to get through it. And that's all about learning how to love who you are and being gentle to yourself. Not picking on yourself. Quit calling yourself names when you go in the mirror. Don't tell yourself how much you hate yourself. Start learning to love yourself. And pick out all the things you love about you, not the things you hate about you. That was something that I learned. That was one of my breakthroughs. I remember going into the mirror and I was in my 40s at the time. So it wasn't something that happened when I was in my 20s or 30s. I was in my 40s when I finally started to love myself. And I remember looking in the mirror and a lot of times I would say, yuck, who's gonna love that? I'm covered in scars. We're taught that we have to be flawless in order to be beautiful. And that bothered me because I thought I'm never going to be beautiful because I'm never going to be flawless. And I don't need to be flawless. So one day I said, that's it, I'm done. I'm done feeling like the ugly girl. And I went and I looked in the mirror. And instead of saying, I am beautiful, because if I would say I'm beautiful, my ego would say, no, you're not flawless, you're covered in scars. And instead of saying, I am beautiful, I would go in the mirror and I would say, I happen to love my big, beautiful green eyes. And the ego didn't say anything because it's true, I believe it. And then I would look at my nose and I would say, oh my God, I love my cute little nose. And again, my ego didn't say anything. And then I would look in the mirror again and I would see my ear, my deformed ear. And when I was little, when I was in school, I would never wear my hair down because I didn't want anybody to see my ugly ear. And this time I said, I happen to love my cute little ear. It makes me special, it makes me different, and it makes me unique. And then the last thing I did is I looked in my mirror again, and this time I was wearing my favorite jeans, and I turned around, I looked at my bum, and I said, "Oh my God, I love my cute little hot ass." And I wasn't trying to brag about myself. What I was trying to do is embrace myself. And that's what you need to do. You need to learn how to embrace yourself. Because the next time I looked in the mirror, I saw all the things I loved about me, and my scars just faded. And that's what you need to do is stop focusing on everything you hate about yourself and start focusing on what you love about yourself. And when you start loving all those things you love about yourself, you're going to see how darn lovable you are. So, thank you for listening. Feel free to like or share or comment and let me know about your scars and let me know how you're starting to love your